Coming up on this edition of Pacific Report, we'll highlight several holiday stories from all around the Pacific, like Nosawa's Operation Eyesight, and we'll head down to Sasebo as they ring in the holidays through Christmas at the Park. Thanks for joining us on this edition of Pacific Report. I'm Sergeant Will Skelton. Motorcycle riders from Yokota and the Husa area gave Santa a little help as they rode to Tokyo to deliver Christmas gifts to an orphanage. Aaron J. Hernandez reports on how the event brought smiles to the kids' faces, but also helps to build relationships.
The holidays usually come in with a sleigh and the sound of jingle bells. For children at one orphanage in Tokyo, the holiday rolled into a different sound. Riders from Yokota Air Base and local nationals teamed up to bring children a bit of holiday spirit.
We basically go and we decorate their common area and put on a Christmas party for them. There's usually a little bit of entertainment, and we just have a great time, eat some good food, and celebrate Christmas with them.
After everyone enjoyed some food, a special guest made a surprise appearance. Santa came to bring some holiday spirit and give out gifts to every child. Assistant Coordinator Max Janeo says the motorcycles are a unique way to get the kids excited.
The biggest thrill for the kids is seeing the Harleys and seeing everybody arrive on the Harleys and the booming sound that they make, and they all want to sit on the Harleys and the aura of the big motorcycle.
Whether it's the Harleys or Santa, at the end of the day, the children and the riders shared something special: goodwill. Airman First Class J. Hernandez, Tokyo, Japan.
The United Services Organization, or USO, has a long history of supporting troops all over the world. Seaman Gabrielle Blake takes us to Yokosuka Naval Base, Japan, to see how they brought a little food, fun, and fellowship to service members and their families.
The United Services Organization held a Boeing holiday bash for the sailors and their families.
The mission of the USO is to kind of provide a home away from home environment for all of our troops. So we get sponsorship from various companies to help us do that. Boeing has provided the sponsorship for this event, so we can kind of, especially around the holidays, just to give people a chance to come out, have a free meal, have some fun, just like they were back home.
The event allowed families to come out and enjoy free barbecue, snacks, and games for the children to enjoy. They also had giveaways for the adults, which included a free trip to Hawaii.
This is basically to help them get in the holiday spirit and also to help them to realize that both Boeing and USO are here to support their cause.
The USO is new to Yokosuka, and they want to make sure that they uphold their mission.
This event is really set up to give everybody a touch of home until everybody comes home, the USO's motto.
Seaman Gabrielle Blake, Yokosuka Naval Base, Japan.
Members from Commander Fleet Activities Sasebo joined together for a little holiday cheer. Petty Officer Brandon Myrick takes us to the Harbor View Club to see how sailors and their family members are celebrating this special season.
The annual CFAS holiday party is a time for friends and families to gather together, let loose, and just have some good old-fashioned fun. Commander Fleet Activities Sasebo, Captain Francis Martin, explains the importance on this occasion.
It is very hard to be 7,000 miles away from your family during the holidays, and to have a party like this allows people to celebrate with their shipmates and their friends and their family members here in Sasebo. That'll make that distance from relatives a little bit less painful.
Event coordinator, culinary specialist second class, Jocelyn Augustine, attempted to do just that.
But just to have people around you that you work with and you can come and still hang out and have fun, it makes it a little easier. You still miss your family, but at least this helps.
Captain Martin says being a good neighbor is more important than being a distant relative. Navy spouse Morgan Diaz agrees with that statement, especially being stationed overseas.
We're so isolated that, all we have are our Navy family. And even for the single sailors that don't have their family here, we are their family. And it's important to share that with everybody.
Augustine was spreading a familiar feeling.
Even though they're away from their families, they're here with their Navy family.
Captain Martin has been studying a word to describe the CFAS relationship this holiday season, the word Kizuna, which means special bonds.
And I think that's a meaningful word for how our community here in Sasebo lives together, that we have special bonds, Kizuna.
Martin says this holiday party was a complete success and looks forward to another excellent year here at CFAS. Petty Officer Brandon Myrick, Sasebo, Japan.
Misawa residents brought a few smiles of their own this holiday season through Operation Eyesight. Airman First Class Marcela Ocampo takes us to the airbase to bring us this story.
The 373rd IG Group from Misawa Air Base, Japan, celebrate Christmas with 87 students and teachers of Hachinohe School of the Deaf and Blind. The mission of Operation Eyesight is to bring holiday cheer to these children. A lunch buffet was served to everyone by volunteers and service members. Senior Airman Demikia Screen, president of Operation Eyesight, tells us of the many events they do with this school.
They have a sports day at Hachinohe, which we all attend, the members of Operation Eyesight, and they also have a graduation.
Performances included Misawa's taiko drummers, the blind children singing Christmas carols, and several dance performances. One child was especially excited about her favorite thing in the entire event.
She likes cake.
Operation Eyesight's holiday party brought smiles to the Hachinohe children, but also what Americans call the Christmas spirit. Airman First Class Marcelo Ocampo, Misawa Air Base, Japan.
Most squadrons celebrate the holidays with parties, but the Pacific Trends Band helped Yokota-based residents get into the Christmas spirit by doing what they do best, singing. The acoustic group spent the day singing carols at various locations on base. Airman Adam Sims explains.
It might have been early, but that didn't stop the Pacific Trends from warming up. After rehearsal, the crew embarked on their music-filled journey around Yokota Air Base. The 7-member team helped spread holiday cheer by singing songs to troops.
This, to me, troop support is one of the most important things that bands do. And not just here, but in deployment as well. And more than once I've had somebody come up to me during deployment and say, hey, you really made a difference. And during our TDY for Korea, where we did caroling, one young man came up and he said, you know, I wasn't in the Christmas spirit until today.
The band gave 23 performances in a variety of locations. Many people were surprised to see and hear the band in their offices.
So I was at my desk, heard some jingling, wanted to find out what the ruckus was, came out and found out that the band was here. I thought it was great that they came by because you get caught in the monotony of just the everyday work and you forget that the holidays are here. So it was really great and just a breath of fresh air to have them here. And my flight medicine clinic and I just absolutely enjoyed it.
That enjoyment is part of the Pacific Trends mission, to support troops and community relations.
Our mission really is slightly different in how we do it, but I don't think it's that much different than the rest of the Air Force, troop support.
Airman Adam Sims, Yokota Air Base, Japan.
In our next story, Seaman Gabrielle Blake takes us to Yokosuka Naval Base, Japan, and introduces us to a group of kids who showed a few sailors how to get into the holiday spirit.
Sailors from 7 ships here at Yokosuka Naval Base received a special treat for the holiday season. The students from Ikego Elementary School came on the ships to sing Christmas carols.
I just felt like I was a kid again. It's like, I feel the Christmas spirit through carols because, you know, being out in the military, usually go to work, go home, you know, but now having the kids sing Christmas carols, like, oh, okay, it's Christmas time. I'm feeling the spirit.
The students sang classic Christmas carols from Jingle Bells to Silent Night. Christian Marsh said the singing was his favorite part.
It's fun to sing, and I like to sing a lot.
The sailors had a good time singing along with the elementary school students.
I didn't know the words, but, you know, usually I say, here comes Santa Claus, but they knew the words, so it was great.
Christian Marsh was also happy that he could interact with the sailors on the ship.
I said, Merry Christmas to the sailors.
Seaman Gabrielle Blake, Yokosuka Naval Base, Japan.
Christmas only comes once a year, and for families everywhere, December is the time for the holidays. Petty Officer Grant Stoltz takes us to Nimitz Park, where Commander Fleet Activity Sasebo held their annual celebration to welcome the holiday season.
Families and friends of the CFAS community recently came together for a very special time of the year, Christmas and the holiday season. For sailors and their families, this holiday celebration was a great way to kick off the season.
The holiday spirit is alive in Nimitz Park tonight. We have a big crowd. MWR has a wonderful event of music and bringing the park to life with a lot of lights.
Children kept busy by taking part in dancing and singing acts up on stage, as well as being able to enjoy a variety of games. But when one man made his way into Nimitz Park, everyone jumped at the opportunity to meet him.
The kids here are just great. We looked at all the lists, and there was almost no bad kids in Sasebo. Some of them asked for ponies and puppies and Wiis and DSs and all kinds of stuff. The elves are going to be really busy.
Jacob Magana was one kid who couldn't wait to see Mr. Kris Kringle, or Santa Claus, when he arrived in Sasebo.
So what did you want for Christmas?
Fracture, the video game, and PS3.
After his meeting with Santa, Jacob was able to take a short time to give his wishes to the CFAS community.
I have a happy Christmas and a happy New Year.
For Jacob, this was his second time meeting with Kris Kringle, and he hopes that he gets the one present he asked for. Soon after his meeting with Kris Kringle, it was back to the fun and games for Jacob. For Mr. Kringle, the evening wasn't through, but he was very happy with how many kids came to see him. Once the lines died down for a chance to meet with him, Santa explained his favorite part of Christmas.
The really best part of Christmas is on Christmas Eve when we bring the presents and we get to eat all the cookies.
The end of the night brought a small moment of silence before all the trees in Nimitz Park were lit with white and colored lights. The lights symbolized the start of the soon-to-arrive holidays. Petty Officer Grant Stoltz, Sasebo, Japan.
And that wraps up this edition of Pacific Report. I'm Sergeant Will Skelton. From all of us here at AFN Tokyo, thanks for watching.